Hey y'all, and welcome to another episode of Highly Talkative, where we get high in conversation and discuss many topics from personal to community to anything that's going on in the world. So sit back, get cozy, and let me talk to you. Let's go. All right, y'all, welcome back to another episode of Highly Talkative. So this week, I didn't really do too much, but I've had a couple things going on. My birthday is in like the next 8 minutes. Shout out to the Geminis, gang, gang. I'm in my car right now, just taking a few shots, doing a few adult things, decompressing while my kids are in the house and currently not bothering me. Um, this weekend, I did something out of the ordinary. If you listen to my podcast, then you know how I spoke on like trying new things. If you have not, then catch up because it's pretty interesting. So I tried something new this weekend. Somebody asked me to do something, and like if the usual me would be like, yeah, no, that's okay. Like I don't think so. But the me who really wants to like experience life and just have fun, I was down for the cause. I made sure I was safe though. I made sure everybody who was in my circle knew exactly where I was going, the first and last name of who I was going with, where I was. Like they followed my location. I told them straight up, like, follow me as if I'm your sim character. I don't give a fuck. I even called one of my really good football mom friends, and like we took shots on FaceTime so she could see what he at least looked like. Like I was safe, but I also like really enjoyed myself. Um, I drove like, who knows, maybe like 3 hours to go see somebody. And like I said, usually I would not do that. Usually you can just come to me. If not, it's cool. I'm not worried about it. I'm not tripping. It just was not meant to be. I'm a firm believer of like the universe works in mysterious ways. What's meant for me will be for me. So I was just really just going with the flow. I wasn't forcing anything or anything like that. He inquired about it once, and I was just like, well, if you're really for real, like you'll just let me know the details. I'm not going to ask you too much about it, but just know like I have kids, I have pets. So I have to make sure like everything is in order then. Plus, my sister was going to go visit her best friend too. So I was just like, I really just, I don't know. I'm not forcing it. Like I said, if I have a babysitter, I do. If not, I'm not tripping. I won't come. So like Thursday, I want to say my sister was like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna go. I'll keep the boys for you." So I let him know, and then he sent me like all the information and stuff, and I was like, "All right, cool. I'll see you then." And everything just kind of worked out. It was a really chill weekend. We drank, we talked, we had a really good time. I even texted my best friend, and I was like, "I can't believe I drove 3 hours to do this shit, but it was worth like." Every mile that I drove. Like, I'm not mad about it at all. Whether I see this person again or not, whether we talk again or not, I'm gonna fuck Keisha because the weekend was great. Like, he was such a gentleman. He brought out like a really good soft side of me. Even when I'm driving back home, like he's checking on me, and it was nice. Let's just put it like that. So. There's that. This coming up week, like I said, in the next 4 minutes, my birthday is coming up. So happy birthday to me. Geminis rule the world, like I said. Gang, gang. Happy birthday to all the Geminis, June 2nd babies. Happy birthday to y'all. Back to this week. It's going to be pretty crazy because track practice is starting back up. So I got to get acclimated back with that. Got to get back in the gym tomorrow. Gotta go grocery shopping, gotta make sure everything's packed and ready for this weekend. Not only do we have track, but my son also has a football tournament, a flag football tournament out like 45 minutes away from where we're at right now, on top of the track meet. So we gotta figure out like how we're going to work the track meet and the flag football game if he has to just miss the flag game because he's a part of the relay. So we just have to figure that out. Um, what else do we have? That's really just it. I'm really just trying to figure out life still, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of still in limbo. I'm waiting on some really good news to arrive. So I'm really just sitting right now. Sitting in my thoughts still just a little bit, but really trying to build what I know is going to be for us, but also not stress how fast it's not coming. So yeah, that's kind of just where I'm sitting at with that. Just a quick little check-in. I know I haven't really recorded much this week, so Just want to drop by and tell you guys thank you for listening and continue to listen. Hopefully, I'll have a little bit more of an update for you guys this coming week because clock this, there was some tea that was going on, baby. But I don't want to talk about the tea because it's not my tea to talk about. So I do want to reach out to these people. Not them, but there are certain people that I do want to reach out to get confirmation that it's okay that I can talk about what I kind of want to talk about, leave names out of it and bring in maybe my best friend so her and I can talk about it as well. That way we can have like a little bit more content and stuff. But baby, this tea is crazy tea, and I really would like other people's opinions or point of views in it because I'm no longer in a relationship, so I feel like I can't be giving relationship advice to anybody because like I said, I'm not in a relationship anymore. But this tea that was brought to me and has been on the socials, it's clocked. It's piping hot, and I don't want to be messy, but like I really want to kind of get an understanding, not even understanding because I'm not in their shoes and I'll never be in I can't say never because never is a strong word, but I'm not in those shoes, and I wish that I would never be in those shoes. But for anybody that ever has been in those shoes or currently going through that situation, like I kind of want some insight, like what goes through your mind when you decide to do some of the things that you do that can really alter your family or any other thing that's been going for you or your children or anything like that. So like I said, I want to come correct. I want to ask certain parties, if I have the permission to discuss things because like I said, it is personal and the last thing I want is for somebody to think that I'm coming on, my social platform trying to make them look or feel a certain type of way when really this isn't just like a them thing. Like I hear about this shit all the time and I really just want to know like what goes through your head, her head, his head, the other person's head. Like, do anybody know how do you move forward from here? Do you like what really is the outcome of all of that? And at the end of the day, like was it worth it? Like we're gonna reel it back in and hopefully I can have something for you guys by the end of the week. But I'm still working on really building my content and being able to speak on things without having like a lot of pauses or uncertainty. So right now that's really kind of what I'm working on. If you guys have any suggestions, like even like taking notes or brainstorming or doing research. If you have anything to provide me on how I can make my podcast a little bit better or bring in more flowers, bring in more followers, or, really just, even if it's not about them, just having a personal journal where I can come back to and listen and say, yeah, that sounded really fucking good. Like whoever did the edits or the production with that podcast or with that episode, like, damn, kudos to them. That's just what I'm looking for. It's really not about the money. It's not about, the streams or anything like that. If I can really reach somebody and they can value what I'm talking about, or they can connect with me, or it's something that connects with them, then that's really all I can ask for. In order for you guys to reach out to me, please use my email. It is highly.talkative@gmail.com. You can find me on all the socials at Highly Talkative. That's on Instagram as well as Facebook. Highly Talkative, one word on Instagram, Highly Talkative, two words on Facebook. Black background, white logo, can't miss it. HT, that is me. Thank you guys so much for joining in. Have a great night. Peace out.